All right, what is up, Aquarius? You have two cards representing Scorpio coming out. Tower and the Death card came out. Okay. Two more shuffles. Oh yeah. Finally warmed up enough to give these clear, powerful, potent messages. Oh my God. For some reason, I feel like that's doing extra. The challenge is the connection. I just went over this for Capricorn. This card was actually here for them. You have recognition, you have victory, you have, I want to say recognition. This was for Capricorn though. This is your challenge. About honoring when you really don't feel the need to initiate or, you know, the feeling in something, the connection in something. So then that can make sense why it can feel like you're moving out of turn or something. So detail number 1. Detail number 2. Oh boy. Detail number 3. You feel really confident in this going overboard. Again, I don't know why I feel like you're going overboard. What's affecting you? How people see you. The best mentality, the mentality you have available. See, this is how you should really be feeling. Here is the outcome. Justice. Here is the very best. So at the same time, it's not wrong actually, because the process, you can still find rapport, because it's the same as building rapport. Eventually you get a feel for something, you finally have a, you know, instinct about the next step. You just feel this next step would work. You just strongly feel this would work if you do this. So technically, you know, there's two ways. Some people do it differently. They just allow themselves to be still and, you know, be helpful to the environment, helpful to people, build rapport with helping people in the environment, helping, you know, or helping get their day started, giving, you know, attention to their routine, their day, And then all of a sudden insights happen, insights come to them internally, or which help them go to other places and environments, and then do things that could, it all works off something. So you may still have the feeling to initiate something too. It's just start something. And that's just the process. That process may be different from yours. So then it's just how long it takes to get you out of this feeling that you're not being felt understood. Sometimes, while someone needs time to get comfortable in the environment, you need time to get comfortable to this person getting comfortable to you, or you getting comfortable in yourself to deal more with this person. This is your outcome, so this is actually balancing out. This is justice. So that is the flow, actually. Like, Venus is about, I read this, and you can say rapport, but it's about it's like rapport, but you're trying to build. It's about relating, and this takes a while to understand people's energy, the environment. But the main issue is not immediately cutting your losses. It takes a lot of experience to understand, okay, I don't have to shut down here. I'm making myself paranoid. I'm putting too much pressure on myself, or I'm allowing the environment, to allow me. I'm allowing the environment to make me feel like I don't know what I'm doing, when I can just stay still, and then out of nowhere, it works vice versa. So it's about relating with Venus, which I like to say building rapport. So yeah, which means you either have to get used to someone's way of relating, building rapport, getting comfortable, and that's the problem, because it takes all the air out of the room when something doesn't go as smoothly as you usually expect it. And then if you keep pushing on that, they have to do what's right and just see, okay, well, it looks like something I can't work with, so I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to analyze that, but I'm still going to find equilibrium in myself to not, destroy myself or perform for someone. This is when you might be in performing mindset. Like, what could I, when, you just popped out. You just don't have to do much about it. You just don't put your feelings in it, Your outcome looks like it's balancing out. The best outcome is understanding this is not going to be completed, so that could be a good thing, right? It means the chapter's still open. You still have chance to work on the situation. So that's the best thing I'll say about your message, without saying too much. You may, how should I say, taking this person as being comfortable, being very confident, and not showing balance, showing security, or in your eyes, which is just them accepting, you don't understand. It's your perspective. You really believe someone looks like this when in fact how things happen. This is very Aquarian because it's an unorthodox way to find balance, is accepting you're unbalanced. You have to accept yourself to balance. They're accepting, progress is them not investing. Effort happens when they don't perform, when they don't force themselves. But this energy, I want to say inertia, but it's energy, obsessive energy, emotion, or paranoid energy that would cause someone to start performing that could actually be turned into stillness that gives you back your trust and appreciation of your pace. So, fine. Because when you first step out as yourself, it might be reflected back to you that, oh, you're doing too much. You don't really have this feeling. The feeling isn't there, The moveset, isn't able to be accessed, the action. Now the real test is like, all right, are you going to cut your losses, or are you going to just accept that it isn't over yet? So I'll leave it at that. Because this is you having to face your expectations, and will you allow your ability to create reasons, or will you have perseverance? Will you allow yourself to create reasons about something, or accept that it isn't over yet and it could balance out? Because this is also the higher path to take that requires discipline, trusting yourself, still believing, because this is the same as the devil, and actually this could be represented as Cancer just as much. And when I said the devil, that's Capricorn. So they're both the same energy, which one of them's like your subconscious reactions to things, and it goes back to how you've been programming yourself, what you expect to happen of yourself. This one is how you handle paranoia or heavy emotion, which this is they say the child, this is the parent, right? Because they're both across from each other on the astrology wheel or whatever it is. And so this is, they'd say, the government, or the strict teacher, disciplinary. Here's your very sensitive emotions that fear getting the butt whooping or the consequences. So you might do whatever you can to not have that experience. And then you can understand, this is part of the process, and not to get all paranoid or emotional about it. I know I was going somewhere with this. I need to get off the camera, but you get what I'm saying. It's both the same energy, and then the only true test is you having mastery of yourself, being self-contained enough to know, I'll know when to make the move, or I know I made the right move. I ain't got to worry about nothing. So, the other messages. Later, Capricorn. And that's the message for February 2026. So, it just comes down to knowing you made the right move, and knowing you'll balance out. And knowing you'll balance out so you ain't got to make any moves. Later.